Welcome back to the PMP Certification Prep Training course. Project Schedule Management Knowledge Area. A project management schedule is a dynamic document that outlines all project tasks, sequences them logically, estimates their duration and resource requirements, and establishes key milestones and deadlines to create a clear roadmap for timely project execution and monitoring. It serves as the primary tool for tracking progress, managing stakeholder expectations, and ensuring the project is delivered on time. Effective schedule management begins with planning, where processes like planned schedule management establish the framework for how timelines will be structured, monitored, and controlled. This is followed by define activities, breaking deliverables into actionable tasks, and sequence activities, mapping dependencies to create a logical workflow. Estimate activity durations then assigns realistic time frames, considering resources and constraints, while develop schedule synthesizes all inputs into a cohesive timeline using tools like Gantt charts or critical path analysis. These steps transform abstract goals into a tangible roadmap, balancing flexibility with structure. The real challenge lies in execution and control. Control schedule continuously tracks progress against baselines, identifying variances through techniques like earned value management. Adjustments, reallocating resources, revising dependencies, or renegotiating deadlines, are triggered to realign the plan. Risks like delays or scope creep are mitigated through proactive governance, ensuring the schedule remains a living document. By integrating these processes, teams navigate uncertainties while maintaining momentum, ensuring deadlines are met without sacrificing quality or stakeholder alignment. For projects with high uncertainty or evolving requirements, an adaptive lifecycle offers flexibility, allowing detailed scheduling in sprints while accommodating changes. For stable, well-defined projects, a predictive approach ensures rigor with phased gates. Hybrid models blend both, ideal for balancing clarity on core deliverables with flexibility for emergent tasks. Resource durations hinge on skill availability, dependencies, and external constraints. Project complexity and uncertainty demand granular tracking, while high-value fast-paced projects require tighter controls. Technology like scheduling software and collaboration tools centralize real-time data, ensuring accessibility and transparency. Choose tools that align with team workflows and integrate seamlessly to maintain schedule fidelity under dynamic conditions. The process of planned schedule management establishes the policies, procedures, and documentation for creating, managing, and controlling the project schedule, ensuring it is developed and maintained effectively throughout the project lifecycle. The key components that shape the project schedule management framework, starting with the selection of the schedule model and the expected accuracy of activity duration estimates. It also establishes the units of measure, organizational procedure links with the WBS, and the control thresholds needed to monitor schedule performance effectively. In addition, it outlines the rules for performance measurement, specifies the reporting formats, and describes the documentation process for all schedule management activities. Together, these guidelines ensure consistency, precision, and transparency in managing the project schedule from start to finish. The key components that shape the project schedule management framework, starting with the selection of the schedule model and the expected accuracy of activity duration estimates. It also establishes the units of measure, organizational procedure links with the WBS, and the control thresholds needed to monitor schedule performance effectively. In addition, it outlines the rules for performance measurement, specifies the reporting formats, and describes the documentation process for all schedule management activities. Together, these guidelines ensure consistency, precision, and transparency in managing the project schedule from start to finish. Two key processes essential to schedule management: plan schedule management under the planning process group and control schedule under the monitor and control group. The first focuses on establishing the policies, procedures, and documentation for planning, developing, and managing the project schedule. Meanwhile, control schedule emphasizes monitoring the project schedule status, managing changes, and ensuring the schedule remains aligned with project objectives. Together, these processes provide a structured approach to both creating and maintaining a reliable and adaptable project timeline. Planning the project schedule begins with the creation of the schedule management plan, using key inputs such as the project charter, management plans, environmental factors, and organizational assets. Expert judgment, data analysis, and structured meetings drive the process to produce a detailed and actionable plan for managing the project schedule efficiently. Given that a project is inherently a temporary endeavor, strict deadlines are embedded into its success criteria. Every change affecting cost, time, or resources must be meticulously tracked and managed, ensuring the project remains aligned with its objectives while adapting to new challenges as they arise. Project schedule management involves creating a schedule management plan that defines how the project schedule will be developed, monitored, and controlled. Key inputs include the project charter, project management plan components like the scope management plan, enterprise environmental factors, and organizational process assets. Expert judgment, data analysis, and meetings are primary tools used to create a robust plan. Since projects are temporary endeavors, meeting deadlines is critical to project success. Therefore, schedule planning also addresses how associated changes in cost, time, and resources will be itemized and managed to maintain control throughout the project's life cycle. Traditional waterfall project management follows a sequential path through phases like planning, design, implementation, verification, and deployment, with limited flexibility once a phase is completed. In contrast, iterative approaches such as Agile use short cycles or sprints to continuously plan and deliver work, allowing for multiple potential releases during the project timeline. Iterative scheduling methods like backlog-driven or on-demand scheduling offer greater adaptability to changing requirements. By dividing the planning horizon into smaller, manageable iterations, teams can better respond to stakeholder needs and evolving project conditions, improving overall project success and responsiveness. In Agile environments, business value is delivered early and incrementally through iterative planning and execution. Scheduling uses progressive elaboration techniques like rolling wave planning, focusing on near-term work in short time windows, typically 2 weeks. Requirements are captured and prioritized in user stories, selected based on importance and time constraints, with lower priority stories placed in a backlog for future development. The Agile approach embraces continuous change and adaptation throughout the project lifecycle. However, it can struggle in environments with complex dependency relationships, where the flexibility of iteration is challenged by interconnected tasks requiring detailed upfront planning. On-demand scheduling works best when activities can be broken into roughly equal efforts and completed independently. Based on Kanban and Lean principles, it emphasizes delivering incremental business value by allowing team members to pull new tasks from a queue when they have capacity, helping to balance workloads naturally across the team. While highly effective for steady, flow-based work, this approach struggles when there are complex dependency relationships between tasks. The need for careful coordination can disrupt the self-directed nature of pulling tasks as needed. The project schedule is a key output of schedule management, linking activities with planned dates, durations, milestones, and assigned resources. It organizes tasks into a specific sequence, setting start and finish dates to guide the project toward meeting its objectives. This schedule serves as the master plan to coordinate all activities, track progress, and inform management and stakeholders. It ensures transparency, helps manage expectations, and keeps the project aligned with its timelines and goals. Benchmarking in scheduling involves comparing a project's timeline to those of similar projects or products. It's especially helpful during the early stages of planning to assess whether the proposed schedule is realistic and achievable. Using historical data from past projects provides a strong starting point for estimating task durations before detailed analysis is done. This helps set expectations and guides more accurate, informed scheduling decisions. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to excellence and your dedication to mastering the profession. We wish you resounding success on your path to certification.